Hello everyone, and welcome to Forex Trading Made Easy. I'm George Smith. Today I want to start out by showing you what I did yesterday, but didn't record it. But I did record today's trading, so we'll take a look at that after I show you yesterday's results. Here's a screenshot of my indicator package. It's showing a target of 1293. It gets that by subtracting the down average by the previous high. Here are my results for yesterday. You can see I made a small profit here, even though I was stopped out. I was then able to close out this trade at the target of 1293. In most cases, I can usually make my 5% with just 45 to 50 pips. Now let me show you the start of today's trading. I believe prices were headed lower since they had reached the level of the previous two highs. In addition, the bars at the bottom of the left-hand chart had also turned red. I was able to put on two trades, 5 pips apart, each with a 15 pip stop. I then placed another limit order below prices, hoping to catch the trade if they continued to fall. Instead, prices moved higher and I was stopped out of both my trades. All the while this was going on, I was keeping track of prices with my point and figure chart. I could see prices were overextended and most likely ready to start falling. So once again I put on two trades, except I accidentally placed them just 2 pips apart. That was my first mistake. My second was I moved my stop orders slightly higher. You don't want to really do that, but I was watching the MACD bars change color at the bottom of the left-hand chart. If I had been stopped out, I would have replaced the orders as prices began falling. A few minutes later, my Oscar log confirmed the fact that prices were falling. Oscar changes direction right about the time prices do. Once again, I placed a limit order as prices continued to fall. I also moved my stop order to a more reasonable level. I then calculated where I should get out to earn a 5% for the day. It turned out to be 1332, a little lower than my original target. Now all I had to do was keep moving my stop until I was stopped out or my target was hit. One of the indicators I rely on is that white line on the left-hand chart. Once it starts moving down or up, it usually continues. And once it crosses over the signal line, it usually confirms the move. Here's the trade getting ready to close out. This is where I made my last mistake. I forgot to place my exit order on my last position. So I had to go back to my platform and place the order. Fortunately, I had enough time. Here's how everything turned out. These were my trades from yesterday. Here were my profitable trades for today. And here are my losses, for a net total of 47 pips. That's all for now. I'm George Smith. Thanks for watching.